everybody and welcome back once again to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 with Emperor Benedict, the Architect of Britannia. Architect indeed, a builder of a legacy, this man. Building many cities, building himself an empire that is sprawling far and wide right now. Building a legacy for the family by orchestrating some kind of evidence from somewhere that the Johanssons have descended from Alexander the Great. Is it a fabrication or is it true? Of course the history books shall report it as nothing but a truth, and that's all that matters. He's 57. He's got great pox and he's depressed. He may not be long for this world, but he is strong. He is a fighter. He has still more accolades, accomplishments to add to his list. The amount of things that he has achieved in his life, some may not agree with his methods, but you can't argue with what he's achieved. It's a fair bit. And there's still more to be done. Reclaiming that, small fry for now. But it is something that we would hope to do before we pass, so that we don't have this green blob blighting our demise. Oh yeah, but he lost a bit of Wales, didn't he? Yeah, he achieved this massive empire, but he lost a bit of Wales. We can't have that, so we're going to have to sort that as quickly as we can. As I was doing my stuff off camera, as I normally do, it's sometimes nice to have just a recording session, because it allows me just to sit down and just go through all the different things. You can't quite do that on a stream as much as I'd like, to really drill down into some of the nitty-gritty, as they say, and just figure out what's going on, have any new claims come to light, what's going on with the family, all that kind of jazz. And so I was just doing the usual digging, and we started off by paying back the moneylenders. We still had the outstanding debt, unfortunately, so we paid that back to raise the reputation between us and the clergy, who we have had eating out the palm of our hands for many years now. Pope still likes us pretty much. Why wouldn't he? So that was the first thing. The second thing is I've got a few new commanders. Nothing spiffing, but enough to keep us going in this time of war. And we are currently, as you can see, and if you can remember, we were going to war for a duchy within Norway. Now something has come to light, but it's rather unfortunate timing, and I'll tell you why. Once we've finished this war, which isn't going to be too far away, we're going to have a truce with this child, who is 9 years old. Because there is a child ruler, we actually have a weak claim that we can press on the Kingdom of Norway. We could take the Kingdom of Norway and be the Johansson to do it. All those years passed when that was the ambition of the campaign. Who would have thought that right at the bitter end we actually achieve it? It would be like poetry. But we're truced with this little king when we've finished, and therefore if we want to take Norway from him before he gets old enough to stop the weak claim being pressed, we're going to have to break a truce. Is that something he'd do? Given that he's 57 years old, probably doesn't give a rat's ass right now. We've already seen how rash he's getting in terms of making things happen as quickly as possible, plunging his, trying to get his legacy as high as it can be, as good as it can be before he passes, plunging us into great mountains of debt to do so. Breaking a little piddly truce doesn't seem quite like a heinous prospect. So we'll have to see how he feels when that comes around. Maybe we'll just assess the situation. We can also claim the Kingdom of Bohemia. The Kingdom of Bohemia is also from this guy, but the same things apply, obviously. So yeah, interesting times. We'll have to see what happens there. But we'll get to that in due course. For the time being, we'll just rifle through these. Ah yes. This guy's proving to be a little bit of a problem. He doesn't dislike us too much, He's on our council as well. He's the current king of Germany. He's in factions, 2 of them. This one I'm not so fussed about, because I don't think anybody's going to support him in that. But this one here, increasing council power, it's 87%. It's not looking too rosy, that. So I don't know what the hell his problem is, but I have to keep a close eye on that. Imprisonment chance is only a 1%, so we won't risk slapping him in irons. Lots of vassal inheritance issues. More land could be ripped from us in due course. We'll have to deal with that when it happens. It's far too taxing for us to think about how to stop that now. De jure ducal claims, faction dangerous, commanders can be got, and we have realm peace for another 4 years. So at least the internal wars have ceased for now. Gives us a bit of a breather. Right then, so we'll press on with finishing off this war with Norway, and then we'll take it from there and see what our next step is. Now, there's some Norwegian army up there. Bohemian, Norwegian, mix of the two. So if we take that down, it'll give us a nice little chunk of war score, and whilst besieging this county here, give us a bit more war score. Between the two, I think we'll have enough to finish this. So we're going to use the King of Germany's army, because if we weaken his levy, and take his levy and weaken that, rather than using our own personal levy and retinue, it'll hopefully reduce the faction strength. Us using our personal levy and our retinue right now is lowering our personal strength, which makes his faction relatively stronger. So, yeah. We'll use his men to do this. So we'll raise his ships, we shall raise his troops. I am not leading them, no, I've got things to do. We'll just take the one commander, it's not going to be a big fight. On the boats, and sail them up to the Firth of Moray to take down those Bohemian scumbags. Okay. Off we go. We'll go for a couple of years, as is customary with these regular sessions, to the 1st of January 1102. Unless, of course, we get there quite quickly. They are jihading for like the most piddly bit of land you've ever seen. They are jihading for a county. What terrible news. Oh, the horror. The shock horror. They are jihading for a county in the midst of Hungary. Good luck with that. Seems like a big fuss for nothing. But hey ho, they want bragging rights. We have Egypt, we have Egypt. Yes, but it's just one county now. I don't care. It's all about titles. Ah. 76. Lovely. Okay, so we'll get them on land. You know what? No, we won't. We'll get them straight into the heart of battle. A bit of a penalty for coming off the water, but hey ho, what can you do? What can you do? Oh, I hate it when that happens. That's 2 pet hates of mine of this game. There's not many pet hates on this game. It's a great game. But one of my pet hates is when you're clicking the message and then another one comes up at exactly the same time. It clicks the one that's just come up before you've had a chance to read it. That really annoys me. And the pausing of the game when the people still move. 2 pet hates. Aha, of course, we're destroying all these smugglers' rings that cropped up as a result of our straying into bankruptcy. He has ended his silliness for independence, and he might leave this one next as well. So all in all, that's actually looking pretty good. So we've beaten that army to a pulp, 82%. Stop the ships, disband them both. Job's a good one. Oh, and pause. You see? You see? What did I tell you? What did I flippin' tell you? Aha! Robbers' bands. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to help speed this up a touch. We are 57. We aren't getting any younger. Let's go and land here. and help out this siege. This besieging of Norwegian lands. Let's go and do it. Come on. Get him as quickly as we possibly can here. Looks like he's at war with somebody. Khalif Farhad in the Shia Jihad for Egypt. Oh, he's going to help. He's going to help Egypt out. He's the first one to call. He's the first one in the fight. They are taking Egypt and not crusade Egypt, are they? He didn't. Yeah, he wasn't the target. It was definitely Egypt that I saw. Oh, what a noble. Well, he's a child. He doesn't know much better, does he? How old is he? Oh, he's 10. He's probably getting there. It's his advisors mainly that are to blame for that stupidness. But anyway. Right, there we go. 90%. 93%. 87%. It's okay. Is it this guy that's causing a problem? 2,906 men. We beat that, this war is over. Let's see where he goes. We may merge these two armies and smash him. Smash him into oblivion. Yeah. I think smashing him into oblivion is a good idea. I think it's a good idea. We can't... No, you stay there. You smash him into oblivion. It's the King of Germany's men. The more they lose, the weaker they are in the factions. It's tactics. Oh, we're back in the monastery again, sampling more delightful alcohol. And as we're depressed, we are doing all we can to raise our spirits, as highlighted in the last session. Are we going to turn to drunkenness? Yes, we are. Oh dear. Uh-oh. Okay. And in fitting with that theme, at age 57, we have accomplished many great deeds in our life. We have worked tirelessly. We have fought in battles personally. We have run this empire. It's been a burden and a toil, but it's been our duty. And we have enjoyed it. But I think at age 57, it's time for us to enjoy. Maybe that's why we're depressed. Maybe we've worked ourselves too hard, and we need some light relief. So we're going to switch to carousing focus now, so that we can enjoy the fruits of our labour. So that once all these wars are finished, we're going to invite all our vassals to a good old shindig. Yeah, 5 years of fun. It's not a lot to ask for a man that's worked tirelessly for over 40. I drink to forget, and remember my trouble no more. I have gained the drunkard trait. What's a bit of drink? What's a bit of drink between friends? Are you moving? Yes, very slowly. The King of Jerusalem lost the Holy War. Oh well, as long as he didn't lose any land, son. That's all that matters. You were the attacker, so I doubt it. Right, let's deal with this man. %. 95%. 92%. Let's go. Where's he going? Soin. 21st of September. He ain't getting there. Okay, here we are. The battle in Borgund. There should be a conclusion that is well foregone. Excuse me, please. Excuse me. I need some ships, if you don't mind. Can you spare me some ships? No, we can't spare any ships, sir. Can't spare any ships. What? No. Can you spare any ships, please? Yes, we can spare some ships. Not a problem. Oh, good. Because some of our men want to get home. Very shortly. In precisely 3, 2, 1. Victory at the Battle of Borgund! And that endeth the war with this little British this little urchin, King Vesebor. That's not how you pronounce it. Anyway, British claim on Vestlandet. If we're going to take Norway, we better get in tune with the lingo. Let's offer peace, enforce demands, and Budush. We have usurped the titles, and we're going to need somebody to sort this out because it's a bit of a mess. It's a bit of a mess now. Look at that. It's now part of Britannia. So even if we don't take the whole Kingdom of Norway, we do have, for the first time, a foothold in it. Which is a start, isn't it? It's a start. The next Johansson can follow in our footsteps and perhaps finish the job. Unless, of course, we turn our attention to truce breaking. Interesting times. Right. In fact, you can disband there, can't you? Yeah. You guys can disband there also. Uh-oh. See, now that we've actually given his troops back, it's increased his strength. It's 80%, that's fine. That's not too bad. Okay, let's get ourselves home. We can actually pick an ambition now, which is to see the realm prosper. Nah. We ain't going to be at peace long enough for prospering. And we need to sort out these lands. So, let's have a look at the situation. We have that. You have that. You have that. You have that. And I have that. And these are all tribal lands. These are tribal. This is not tribal. This is feudal, right? Yeah, this is feudal lands. Bohemian, yep, Catholic, not tribal. He likes us, pretty much. Do we like him? Not bad. What about you, sir? You don't like us? We don't like you at all. You're out. A lady? Doesn't like us. Okay, so what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to give this guy the honour and privilege of being my vassal in Norway. I'm keeping one piece of land. Just in case I want to give it away to somebody to use as a bit of leverage when it comes to making kings. You've got to land somebody. So we've now got the Isle of Wight and we've got Bergenhus to give away. Should we need to give something away to somebody with a claim that we want to press for their kingdom? Right. So we'll keep Bergenhus. I've been to Bergen. When I went on a Norwegian fjord cruise, we stopped off. Our first stop was Bergen, and I can't remember the exact statistic, but they said it rains in Bergen for like 300 days a year, or something really ridiculous. It literally rains all the time, and it rained when we were there. We were there middle of summer, middle of June, and it was raining all day. Bergen, nice place, a beautiful place. Anyway, there you go. There's a bit of information. And we sailed all the way up Norway on the cruise, went through some of the fjords, and we ended up right at the very top, near the North Cape, which was a little bit nippy, shall we say. Okay, anyway, so this man, Count Mikulas, you are going to be granted another landed title. The County of Romsdal. So you will be a double count. And then I will give you the Duchy of Vestlander title, because I don't want it. I mean, technically speaking, I can keep it, because I am only a Duke of one piece of land, so I could still be the Duke, if I wish to be. Do I wish to be? No, not really. He's going to be miffed off that I've got a bit of his land, like, but ultimately, I really don't want to be dealing with the other people, so, nope, not bothered. And as we've given away Ireland and, you know, talking about carousing and making our life a bit easier, the less vassals we have, the better. So let's bury all the smallings under somebody else. Duchy of Vestlander. If we were to include lower titles, he'd get the county of this one. We don't want to give him that, so just the Duchy of Vestlander title. There you go, sir. Enjoy. And now he's going to really like us because we've given him a duchy and a county. So he's now double county duke, looking after those two. And I hope you don't mind, but we'll keep that for now. He's going to be miffed off with that. Yeah, I want a County Borgund. Of course you do. But you're not going to get it right now. Now just be grateful with what you've been given. Your promotion. Okay, so that's one county within Norway sorted. So let's just go and quickly look then at the situation as it stands. If we wanted to break our truce with this king now, which is going to last for 10 years, which is far too long, we need to press our weak claim whilst he is a child. Okay, so we need to get rid of our levy. Where do we have levy raised? Do we have levy raised? There must be some levy in here. Well, and we're in his land as well, so what we'll do is we'll go back home, we'll dismiss the levies, we'll take stock, and we'll see what's happening. But we have to move quickly, because he's 57. Shouldn't be dithering too much when there's things to do. We're carousing now, but still, we're going to be overseeing things. Ooh. Who are you? I have no clue. Semi-competent. Very good. Ooh, she seems to be good with words. Perhaps she will suffer in life. I'm not going to beat her for being good with words. If she was opening my mail, it's a different kettle of fish. And we're home. Home, home, sweet home. There's no place like good old Yorkshire, people. Tell you that. For free. Right. Retinue. Merge together. And let them just tot up a little bit, maybe. Wow. Really ate into our coffers, did that, didn't it? Let's merge those for a second. Is that because of the recruitment? Is that because of this? 37. Yeah. Bloody, it's expensive getting a retinue now, isn't it? Giovanni could use some guidance, and who am I to guide a random child? I don't know. I'm too busy carousing. So what do we do? What do we do? Let's first of all see what the penalty would be for breaking a truce. I mean, we've done a fair few things. You would lose a hell of a lot of prestige and lower all Christian rulers in invasion. Ah, so we can invade once per lifetime. We can invade once per lifetime without a just cause. Might makes right. Emperor Benedict the Architect can invade the lands of King Vesemir. If successful, the titles to all currently occupied holdings will be seized. Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay, so does that mean then that with this new invasion power that we got from the Alexander the Great bloodline, does that mean we can invade France without the need to kill this man? I mean, he's got 19,000 men. This would be the war to end all flipping wars. It really would, but it'll be a hell of a lot of fun. And we'll be taking a massive, massive chunk of land. And that would be a nice way for us to finish our time. Certainly Norway takes a back seat right now. Right, let's have a look then. Come on, I'm sure we can. Declare war. Invasion of France. Oh, once per lifetime. So we'd only take what's France. Some of this is Denmark. That looks like it's Denmark, for instance. So and some of this, or maybe it's just taking de jure France. I don't know. What's it taking? Takes all occupied territory. Takes or vassalizes all titles in the Kingdom of France belonging to King Fernando. So I don't think we take the title King of France. I think we just take his land. That's in de jure France, right? Because this is still... Is this part of Denmark or France? Let's have a look. He's part of the Duke of Poitou. Duchy of Poitou is currently part of the Kingdom of France. Yeah, so we're not getting that. So we're just getting the titles under de jure France. Which makes me think we're not taking the kingdom title itself, but rather just the lands. Which is going to make divvying up these vassals that we take without the kingdom title rather irksome, I think. So we'll just hang on with that one. We'll just hang on and see what the crack is. If you know what the score is, let me know in the comments, and I'm going to just research this myself. It's something I've never seen before, and it seems like a good thing on face value, but it could be more problem than it's worth if we've got a load of ducal and count vassals that we can't bury under a king, because that wouldn't be good. Right, okay. We're not going to go to war with Bohemia until we figured out what's going on with France. We're certainly not going to be going to war with Norway, so I think... Have we got enough time to just quickly sort Egypt out? Of course we have. Of course we have. Declare war. Claim Deubarth. This is my claim from the... this is my claim. That was given by the Pope. He's not going to like me for this, but I'm not... Well, you know, what can you do? What can you do? It's not my fault. Germany? If you wouldn't awfully mind coming hither and just going over there and sorting that little problem out for me. Thank you. And also you, sir, if you wouldn't awfully mind giving me some of your troops, perhaps. Also would be most welcome. If I can figure out what the hell I'm pressing here, it would be useful. 2,000? Yeah, that'll do. And I'm not leading it, I'm carousing. Or soon to be. And you just take that land there as well. Yeah, perfect. So we'll have it taken in a jiffy. Maybe, hopefully. 68 galleys there. What are they doing? Uh-oh, what's this? After 100 years under the Kingdom of Germany, the Duchy of Borgund is no longer considered a de jure part of the Kingdom of Pomerania. De jure drift, or whatever it's called. Just the one faction left. Which is surely a good sign of how prosperous we are and how good a ruler we are. Nobody feels the need to... oh, come on. Please don't do this to me. Because with less factions, it surely means we're doing a grand job. Doesn't it? Of course it does. Right, I think we can split this army into two, to be honest with you. He's really making moves as this King of Germany, isn't he? He's not resting on his laurels. As long as he doesn't turn his attentions to us, we won't grumble. They're hell-bent on putting me in this flipping war, aren't they? Hell bloody bent. Right, I wonder if capturing the entire duchy here will be enough. Because it is against Crusader Egypt, which makes me think at some point we might just have to take a smidgen of land down here again, like we did last time. Which is a bit of a pain, but a necessary evil. He does have, he did have a fair few men also, about 10,000? 19,000. Ah, it's because he's, oh, most of them will be, Jesus. Most of them will be, what do you call them? Holy war things. Because he's in a crusade, isn't he? He's in a jihadi thing. Is that my what? That's my... Okay. My grandson. Oh, Benedicta. Ah, oh. It's like, yeah, he'll have like strong claims on Germany, yeah. Holy Order was the word I was trying to get out. He'll have like 8,000 Holy Order troops for the jihad, which can't attack us, I believe, as a fellow Christian, so we should be safe from those particular troops. Right, I don't think we can invite to carouse whilst we're at war, so once we've captured this little bit of land, I mean, we'll probably be in the position to assess the situation with the invasion of France, potentially, so... I mean, how are we going to carouse with all this war going on? In fact, can we carouse with war going on? I'm going to train my commanders for a favour. I hate this. I hate this. You know what? No. Do you know what? No. For a change, I'm going to actually say no. I'm quite happy with my commanders, thank you. And if you are unhappy, then you have to remain unhappy that we've insulted you. But perhaps diplomatically telling him that we're doing just fine as we are, quite clearly. Never lost a war. I mean, I know it's strength in numbers and all that, but we've never lost a war, nonetheless. And yes, 7% per county is not going to be enough to do it with just capturing Deubarth. We should start preparing the boats right now. Ooh, we've taken some people out of hiding. It's a pity we haven't taken anybody important enough to end the war. That would have been quite handy. Mind? Bit of usurpation internally. This is the nature of things. of our... well, we've never really been following this, have we, in terms of the old College of the Cardinals. Couple of cardinals here. Look at that. The next pope is part of the Empire of Britannia. Got a couple here, and he's a preferata, so if he dies, the next pope could well be, if you don't pop his clogs first, at 70, could well be one of ours. I mean, he's German, but nonetheless, it's still part of the Empire of Britannia. What can you do? We'll take the credit, of course we will. %. 42%. It's going to be close, and if this is a ticking war score, then we might be alright, you know. Uh-oh. New King of Jerusalem. New King of Jerusalem wants a position on the council. He's a good spy master, this guy. Well, your father was our advisor, so you too can be our advisor. Why not? The King of Ireland should really be next in line, but I feel that we should give this man a chance. A nice, sleuthy, intriguing advisor. Could we just the ticket? An infected wound. It's a shame. Okay, so we've captured 2 of the 4. That's almost done. 2 more to go. This one's got 3 as well. I don't think it is a ticking war score. Well, not much we can do right now. We'll just wait patiently. See how much we get. We'll be probably about, what, 75%, I reckon, by the time we've taken everything. Which is not too bad. And so cometh the new King of Jerusalem for an audience. He comes in, and he's a king. He's a king, and it's not very often we get kings knocking. We get a load of dukes knocking to pay their homage, but kings, it's a rare breed. And it's good to keep kings on side, so we'll give him a nice informal address. You know, your father did very well for us, and I hope you two will follow suit as my new advisor. Yes, very positive impression. Excellent, excellent. 51. Going to be close, but no cigar, I think. It's going to be the... well, we're obviously now past the point of end of the session, but I feel that we're going to end when we've captured all of this. That'll be a nice place to end. And then in the next one, start of the next one, we shall head out to Crusader Egypt again for the 3rd time in our reign. This time to reconquer Deheubarth. And by then, we will also be clear as to what on earth we need to do with the invasion. Do we do it? Do we not do it? Because if we don't do it, the alternative is to go to war for Norway and break the truce. We lose some prestige. Are we bothered about prestige? I mean, ultimately we would be, because we're trying to create this legacy, and we already lost 10,000 of the stuff to create that bloodline. So when we get to the prestige scores at the end of the game, and you see all the various prestige scores of the rulers, he might not be the highest because he's burnt it all, but it would almost feel like a false economy. Okay, whatever. Just some random courtier. Okay. Minus 25 with other Catholic rulers. I mean, do we care about Catholic rulers right now? Not really. Not when we're getting a kingdom title out of it. Oh, we've become a lunatic! Oh no! Oh no, we've become a lunatic. Well, truce breaking is obviously top of the list of lunatics' priorities. Oh no. As might be starting randomly executing prisoners for fun. Oh no. Oh no. I've got a sneaking suspicion that the end of this man's reign is going to tarnish all of the work that he's just done. For all of that kind of front that he's had put up, that religious shroud, cloak, and, you know, he does a lot of stuff behind the scenes. There's a lot of tavern rumours about things, but it's never been proven to any great deal. Yes, there was a bit of bankruptcy, but even then we powered out of it and used our ties with the Pope to get us out of it far quicker. We smashed the smugglers' rings as soon as we could, so I'm sure the people will forgive us for that small period of time where we were in debt. But on the whole, it's, you know, his reign stands the test of time. And I've got a sneaky suspicion as a cruel, ambitious lunatic. Is this done? Not quite. As a cruel, ambitious lunatic, I think a cruel, ambitious, drunken lunatic. Let's get it right. I've got a sneaking suspicion that he's going to start doing things that's going to tick off a few people. That's going to sour his legacy, and may even end with him losing grip on some of his empire before he's even dead. Oh no. I feel as if I should do stupid things occasionally now, because for roleplay. So first of all, truce. Yeah, let's go for it. And then maybe butcher a couple of prisoners, because we like to torture them after all. And then we'll kind of take it from there and see what else we'll get up to. But it's not going to be pleasant. We could be watching the fall of the British Empire before it's even really lasted 50 years. Oh no. Anyway, before we get to that lunacy, let's just finish this off. It's 80%. I think we may be close. We're going to merge all troops together and assault. Okay, there's a crusade to Chernigov. Chernigov? I shall prepare my men. Bear with me. I don't know where Chernigov is for a start. Where's Chernigov? Where is it? Cherny flipping Gov. Oh. It's right there. We can change the target to something more fitting, and then we might be inclined to want to join this damn farce. We can't change it yet. No valid targets to change to. Really? Is it that much slim pickings right now? So, that we're randomly assaulting somewhere in... my Eastern European geography is not great. Is that bordering on Russia? Chernigov? Ukraine? I don't know. Not sure. Sure somebody will correct me in the comments. Right then, so let's finish this session off with some assaulting. I kind of don't want to assault it really. It does feel a bit reckless. Maybe with the extra men it might go down a bit quicker. Yeah, 28% every 12 days. We'll get it down a little bit more before we assault it. Oh man, I'm not looking forward, but I am looking forward to the rest of this man's reign now, because I almost feel like it's fair game to get into a bit of trouble. You know, almost, you know, not intentionally sabotage things, but, you know, as I said, make decisions which might not quite make sense. They're not going to be completely stupid. They're going to still they're still going to fit in with his personality. So yeah, torturing prisoners and maybe even just butchering a few for fun, that's going too far. But then, of course, that's the lunacy part, taking things a bit too far. You know, randomly killing his wife, for instance, perhaps not, but yeah. Now would not be a good time CK2, get on the king's bad side, I tell you that much. 99%! Are you kidding me? 99... Oh, yeah, oh, thank the heavens. Thank the heavens. Oh, hallelujah, praise Emperor Benedict. Praise Emperor Benedict, we have it. Right. Oh. God's sake. This is not part of the de jure Duchy of Deobath, is it? It's part of the Duchy of Powys, I think. Oh, you're joking. I've got a little green blob. Now I'm bloody truced with him. Right, we have that. He has that. And he has that. I'm not bothered about this land right now. Nope. Right. You, sir, I give you the Duchy of Deobath and lower titles. Just get it out of my hair. Thank you. There you go. Okay, right. So we have the Duchy of Deobath sorted. We don't have the county of Builth, however, sorted. That's a crying shame. There we go. Stand down. Stand down, men! Stand down. And when they stand down, 89% back on the faction power. We might as well go to the 1st of January 1103, really, I suppose. But no, we won't waste time. This man is dying on us. He's dying of old age. He's not dying of old age, he's dying of alcohol poisoning. So, right. We can't do anything about this, and it's not even worth breaking a truce for a single county. So I've got a sneaking suspicion we may end this campaign unless the current Crusader King of Egypt decides to pop his clogs anytime soon. We may end this campaign with a green blob in the middle of Wales, which is fine. Which is fine. It's a small price to pay for an entire empire in the grand scheme of things. You know, just a slight error with the old Chancellor getting these vassal inheritance mixed up. And it was confirmed on the comments of the last video that because the king inherited he inherited the kingdom title, which was a higher title than the title that he had in our realm. That's why it went across. For vassal inheritance, it has to be an equal rank, or the rank of the title you're inheriting has to be equal or lower to the title that you hold. So for Crusader Egypt to come across to England or to Britannia, our grandson, who was the Duke of Deobath at the time, would have had to have been given a kingdom title. Had I have known that, what I would have done is I would have created a kingdom title, because I can create kingdom titles. I can create about 4 or 5 different kingdom titles at the moment. I could have just created one, given it to him, and then done the vassal inheritance thing, and we'd have taken Crusader Egypt. But that's the nature of the beast, isn't it? When you don't know your law properly, things go wrong. Right then, so we'll end the session here. Quite a productive one. We've recaptured some land, we've put a foothold in Norway, and we have now a decision to make. Do we invade France or not? What does the invasion do? Let me know. I'll also do some research. And depending on what the answer is, will depend on what we do. War with France or a truce break to take Norway. And to finish off finally, what on earth is he going to do next? Hold on to your hats, folks. It could be a bumpy last few years. Until next time, see you soon.